The only thing scarier than The Conjuring would be a deep dive documentary into the Catholic Church, I agree. Unfortunately, much like this itself, that would be very boring.
Sister, please. This way. Hello?
There are just so many ways that they could have fixed this or done something better, right? I acknowledge the irony that Taissa Farmiga is related to Vera Farmiga from the Conjuring films. Add Whoopi Goldberg singing a few songs, make more jokes about the all-consuming evil that is the Catholic Church. I don't know. There's a few things you could have done there. I mean, if Sydney Sweeney can crush it in a nunsploitation film, then you guys don't really have any excuse. The Nun is another Conjuring spin-off, and you can witness the downfall of this franchise solely based on how much they were able to eke out of each Conjuring film. The first one led to a trilogy of Annabelle films, the second one led to 2 Nun films, the third one could barely generate enough hype for a 4th Conjuring film, never mind a spin-off. Anyway, Father Burke is called by the Vatican to go check out a weird thing happening at a convent in the wilderness of Romania full of nuns. And he gets to bring along a novitiate nun to help him and get jack shit other help in his investigation. And he'll question none of that. Or to put it more simply, he's on a mission from God. So they get to the abbey. Everyone is really weird. They get buried. This man gets buried by evil forces on his first night there and then just gets up the next day and continues his investigating like nothing happened. There are at least a dozen scenes that just don't feel relevant or important or like they make any sense in the context of the film or the larger franchise, and I do think it suffers a great deal from only being very tangentially related to the Conjuring films. There's only so many times you can turn a cross upside down and I care. Come on, man. It is, if I had to pick out just one problem, and I've got a few, but if I had to pick out just one, I think that the biggest issue is they just throw away all the rules of the franchise in this one. I mean, all of the like rules about religious artifacts helping against demons, etc., etc., like, this nun just walks into a room full of praying nuns who are all praying and have kept evil at bay from whatever this convent for thousands of years by continuously praying, and just whoops them all aside. And then it just feels so stupid. It's the ultimate, like, plot armor on these 3 characters. It chooses not to kill them, just to throw them around or whatever, because what? Just fancies it? Just wanted to murder all of the nuns that were in this place, but them? Nah, they're alright. What are you talking about? The powers of the nun are insane in this. Father Burke's character is terrible. He's meant to be the Vatican's go-to guy to call for demonic shit, and yet he gets scared shitless and runs away like in every scene, and I'm just sitting there going, what? It's so frustrating because it's this super gothic film and it's also serious, and he's like this real like weathered, beaten priest character, and then he just starts going like all the time, and I get that it's scary, but really? It's very frustrating. Taissa Farmiga, I like in other things. I feel like she wasn't, I don't know, quite right to fit the tone of this film either. And Frenchie, as a character, it just feels like he's there to remind us that this is the 1950s instead of the 1650s, because nothing else about this film would tell you that, honestly. It's so remote, the convent, that it just... There really is, like, it feels like they could be at any point in time, and I wouldn't question it. I'm all for having different styles within the same franchise, you know, and we very much do in this franchise have the films like The Conjuring, which are warmer, I would describe them as, and this is cold, this is bleak. But it really honestly feels like The Conjuring is like an Oreo, and this is like the saddest, driest church wafer. It's lacking and unnecessarily holy, and completely unsatisfying. It's just, it's so frustrating. When they find the literal blood of Jesus Christ, and one guy goes, holy shit, and the priest turns to him while holding it and goes, the holiest. Like, I just can't tell what this film wanted to be. It's super gothic in style, which I don't necessarily dislike, but it, like, at times feels like it wants to have a sense of humor, but other times it just falls flat in its face trying to do that. It doesn't, I'm not saying it doesn't have, like, its moments for, like, scariness or, like, the just etherealness of the setting, but it also is just garbagey. Feels like it was built to have a lot of good trailer moments as opposed to having any actual, like, story or relevance as an actual film. So it's very frustrating in a lot of ways, and I'm giving, if the literal blood of Jesus Christ can't compel you, then what's Ed Warren gonna do? 2 stars. Like, it's not the least relevant entry in the franchise, I guess, overall, but it does feel so silly. The power set the nun has in this compared with what it could do in The Conjuring 2, it's just like, oh, wait, no, what? No.